What is up, ladies and gentlemen? How we feeling? How we feeling? We are back for the WrestleMania Night 2 predictions, and you already know who I'm here with. My boy, Matt. What's going on, Matt?
Yeah. What up?
We in the building. We in the building.
Night two.
And we gonna get this one. Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting because the night one we had a bunch of opposite picks. It might look pretty similar for the second night. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Ooh,
Yeah, I would say. Yeah,
I agree.
I would say our picks. No, not be funny. I would say
Yeah.
some of our picks. I mean, again, we haven't talked about any of these off stream, but I would say some of them will be similar. I don't know that for sure though.
I guess we'll see. Well, we're starting off with the triple threat women's world championship match, world heavyweight championship match,
Which was confirmed.
confirmed.
That was confirmed by WWE today. This is
Starting.
being filmed Friday, later in the day after we filmed the first pod. This is like 4, 5, 6 hours after the first pod for night one. And at that time, we said we didn't know if Jay and Gunther was main eventing or opening. They did confirm. Triple H and WWE social media has confirmed that Jay and Gunther is going to open night one of WrestleMania, and the women's triple threat will open night two.
And in that women's triple threat, we got Io Sky, we got Rhea Ripley, and we got Bianca Belair. God damn, this is hot. This is hot. You got a undefeated at WrestleMania Bianca Belair. You got a hot Rhea Ripley right now that is like the hottest woman in WWE when it comes to crowd reaction. And then you got the best wrestler in WWE, Io Sky. This is tough.
Wait, before we talk about like the actual match, I want to talk about like the build to this match. I think was quite fantastic because I definitely was one of those people who thought Io was not going to be on the Mania card, or she was going to be. I'll tell you, originally I figured they were going to do Bianca and Rhea singles match, and then Io and Dakota were going to challenge Liv and Raquel. That's what I thought was going to happen. Obviously, due to fan feedback, you could say, and numerous other reasons, Io Sky beat Rhea for the championship to make this a triple threat match. But I've actually enjoyed the build to this match, kind of, and kind of not.
I feel you there. I feel you there, and I have a feeling you why it hasn't like did it for you. I think we have the same reasons, but I'm gonna listen to what you got to say.
So there's there's some jarring examples. Like one, in my opinion, Bianca is not in the wrong, so her getting booed just doesn't make sense to me.
Why is
she's
she
not
the
in
heel?
The wrong?
Why is she the heel in this situation? Like,
exactly.
Ever
Rhea,
since the overseas.
Yeah, and Rhea, if anything, should be the one who's the heel because Rhea's the one who's not who's just injecting herself and being obnoxious and being annoying. Yes, Bianca pushed her, but Rhea should have started talking smack right away. You know what I mean? Who cares if she's clapping for the other person to help them get up? Who cares?
Talking about somebody Bianca was my friend, and she friends with Io too.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know if they're friends, because I don't think that was ever established. They had a mutual respect for each other after, you remember last year on Raw, they had maybe the best TV match in the entire year on Raw against each other, and it wasn't even for a championship. It was just for a build-up to a tag title match. Yep. So, I mean...
Io won that off a roll-up, right?
Yep, absolutely. Roll-up, the most devastating move in professional wrestling.
Most dangerous
so
move,
it's just
almost as dangerous as the kick up.
Oh, the kick up. And almost as dangerous as the I'm trying to think of a dangerous move. The spear. Roman Reigns.
No, the hug from Edge.
The hug down by Edge. Oh no, 1, 2. But I think this, like I said, the visuals are kind of weird, but I don't really mind. I mean, I do kind of, in a way, enjoy the idea that they're, like, ignoring Io, only because I think it's funny because Io is, like...
She's, like, so short. And then, like, bro, she's, like, fun size, and they keep, like, pushing her in the face. That's the part that's annoying me about this feud. Stop fucking muffing my girl Io like that. Like, she won't dog walk both of y'all ass. Like, she hasn't done it before. Like...
And, like, Mike said it, like... I don't know if I've said this before, but I say Gunther is the best. Like my favorite male wrestlers are Gunther, Zack Sabre Jr., Tanahashi, whoever I said on that first pod. Io is like undisputedly next to Sari, I think the best women's wrestler in the world. I don't think there's and Io next to Gunther, I think is the best performer in the WWE in the ring. That's just my opinion.
I agree.
So I think I don't know. I just think it's really funny, like the idea that we don't care about EO or we're ignoring EO, and then EO keeps, I mean, I know the 1 week EO slapped both of them across the face.
That shit was funny.
But,
No, what did it for me, bro, was that drop kick when Rhea damn near broke her neck.
Yes. Like I've really enjoyed, like I said, I haven't enjoyed certain aspects like Bianca getting booed, but other aspects have been kind of fun. I think the match is going to be tremendous.
Match is going to be amazing.
I mean, one, they're all gonna have sweet ass entrances. That's just the guarantee.
I can't wait for EO entrance. EO entrance at WrestleMania, do it for me, bro.
Yeah, last year EO had the entrance of the show, in my opinion. Her entrance last year with all the people out there and the dance and that. I really enjoyed that. I can understand why some people want it, but the thing I want to talk about this match is, and I talked about this with the Night 1 pod. If you didn't watch the Night 1 pod, please go listen to it. All I ask you is go listen. And if you don't want to listen, and if you don't want to listen to the whole show, at least listen to the main event, because the main event is a tremendous conversation.
Yeah.
But I talked about in there how it's going to break down the singles matches. I think the same thing's going to happen here. I think there's going to be a lot of like multi-person spots between the three of them in this match. But I think at one point it's going to become a Bianca versus Io match. It's going to become a Bianca versus Rhea. It's going to become a Rhea versus Io. And all three of those alone could sell out any show.
Facts.
Like easily. So that's why I'm very, very excited. And I could see this match going numerous ways. But I'm going to have to say the winner of this match.
Who we taking?
Is Io Sky, and she's gonna pin Rhea. Rhea's gonna get pinned because Bianca is undefeated. So if Bianca doesn't get pinned,
Bianca ain't lost.
She lose at Mania? Yes, but she didn't get pinned at
Mania. You got a point.
So I think Io's walking out still the women's world champion.
Okay, so I can't really do the want and who you think because that's probably the same. I want Io to win. Me personally, I do want Io to win, but don't. I know I probably look sad saying this for the visual watchers. It's not that I'm sad, but Rhea is probably gonna take this one, bruh, and become a 3-time women's world heavyweight champion. And the only reason I say that is because why even put her back in here? Do you know what I'm saying? Like I get the Io almost didn't have anything to do for Mania. But like Rhea dead ass ain't have shit. Like you know how we talked about in Pod 1 how Seth isn't third wheeling that? Rhea's third wheeling the fuck out of this. like 100%, bro. Like of course, yeah, that was her title and it was originally her and Bianca. Bianca costed her what bruh. Why are you here? Why are you here?
I mean, I can tell you why she's here because she's popular. And listen, I don't have anything against any of them winning.
No, not at all.
Like,
not
there's
at all.
not a wrong answer here winning. Like, because Rhea, she is so popular, and Rhea is tremendous in the ring. So there's not a bad.
No, it's not a bad thing that Rhea. It's just that I really like Io as champion, and then I like the fact that Bianca is undefeated at WrestleMania, but with Rhea being the top babyface in the women's division and the pops that she get when she walk out, the mommy chants, and she don't even got my boy DP no more. She not even messing with Liv Morgan and Dom no more, and she still got that hype.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm so glad that shit is over with. But
that
she's
was
still
a horrible rivalry.
Bruh, it's like they dragged that shit on. So I'm so glad they didn't drag it to WrestleMania because I thought that's what they were gonna do.
I had a feeling it was gonna end at Netflix Raw. Once I seen that they weren't facing at that Saturday night's main event or whatever, and that they were doing Io versus Liv, I was like, oh, it's ending at Netflix Raw. So
that was a great match, by the way, Io and Liv Morgan. But
very
that was an amazing match. But honestly, Matt, I'm going to have to go with Rhea Ripley taking this one and taking the pin.
Don't say it.
It's not girl Io, bro.
see.
I don't want
Now,
this. I don't want this. Remind y'all, this is what I think is going to happen.
now I do have, because we talked about this for some of the other matches. I do have a spot I would like to see in this match for the love of the game.
Okay. Back with the spots again. Back with the spots.
Bianca, I know she can KOD both of these people on
At the same time.
I know she absolutely could. There's no reason I believe she couldn't. But on the flip side of that, I also believe Io could moonsault both of them. And I also think, the weird prism trap submission Rhea does?
If she hits it on
I think she could do it on both of them. So I would love a spot where they all do a move, like one of their finishers or signatures, to each other at the exact same time. That would be such a good, maybe I'm asking for a lot, because a double KOD is kind of crazy to kick out of.
You're low-key
but it would
though.
It would be awesome. It would be really cool. The idea that Io lines both of them up in moonsaults on both of them, but they both kick out, or she has to crawl, so it takes a second. And, a double KOD, one can roll out the ring, and then, the referee counts and the other kicks out. Or, you know what I mean? The prism trap, they could get to the rope even though there's no rope breaks, or they'll break it out somehow. I feel like they could do a lot with how they wrestle. And I think this is a great opener, by the way.
Yeah, amazing
This
opener.
is going to set the pace, because, we talked about it, I think, a little bit on night one. We're both looking forward to night one more than night two. I don't think night two is going to be bad by any means. It's WrestleMania.
Right.
But I think, I don't know, there's something about night one to me that a little charm I like more. But I think this could really set the pace for night two. This is a great match to open with. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I think their entrances are going to be sweet. Their attires are going to be cool. So, altogether, there's nothing wrong with this match being the opener. And
not at all.
I'm going to enjoy it.
And then I remember what we mentioned off the pod, that the reason it might be opening, because I don't know if you guys remember last year when Rhea had an anxiety attack before her match with Becky Lynch. And I can definitely see getting anxious before going out there in front of 60, 70,000 people.
Yeah.
Brother. Now you got to put on your best work. Ain't no flops, ain't no messing up. Nah, ain't none of that. And with that being said, her and Becky, with Becky having that, when she was sick too or under the weather, that was a great match last year. That was a great match last year. So I really think that maybe that might have something to do with them opening. But either way, I think you said Penta has said, it don't matter where you at on the card. Just go out there and put on a fucking banger. It's WrestleMania.
Absolutely. We'll talk about Penta in a bit.
Oh yeah. Oh, we talking that boy coming up soon. But yeah, we taking my boy Matt, taking Io Sky. I'm gonna be taking Rhea Ripley for this one. On to the next match. All right, and the next match coming up is one of my favorite matches from night two, honestly. It's gonna be that fatal four-way between Penta, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Ooh, Matt, I'm gonna let you take this one away.
I mean, you see right here. Let me tell you real quick. Braun Breaker said today during the kickoff. Braun Breaker said he has a 129.9% chance of winning this match. Now, I don't really know the exact math problem that he dropped, but that is what he said. He has a 129.9% chance of winning this match.
I didn't know that.
So, yeah, that's what he said. That's the WrestleMania kickoff.
Oh shit! Shit!
Yeah, so
that Steiner man coming back, bro.
I mean, those are pretty good odds if you think about it. That's pretty good. 129.9% chance of winning a match.
Four-way?
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty high. I mean, I thought the highest you could get is 100. He has 29.9% higher than 100% of winning this four-way. So, I think the build to this match has actually been, again, I don't know why people are saying this match doesn't have good build. I think the build to this match has been tremendous.
Amazing.
I think Dom and Finn's dynamic is very funny.
Hilarious.
They're just really snarky towards each other, but they're in the same group and they're not breaking up yet. But it's just this little snarky comments between each other each week. When I think it was Dom got Finn the match with Breaker, and Finn at first was like, "What? Oh, oh, thanks. Like, I
Right?
appreciate it.
Right.
Like,
He did not want to say that shit.
yeah, like it was. I don't know. It's been really fun. I think Penta getting a WrestleMania match. Now, I will say we will talk about this possibly for a later thing in the show. You know, Ray Phoenix isn't on the show. That's okay to me, but I will talk about there's a spot Phoenix could slide, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, yeah.
Penta, though, I think has been tremendous since coming to the WWE. I think Penta had a tremendous run in AEW. I think his presentation and overall everything is just cooler in the WWE. I'm not crapping on AEW by any means, though, because Penta had a cool presentation there. But WWE has just nailed the like aesthetic and stuff of Penta. The crowd loves him. He's gotten over very quickly, and I think his matches are fun. You know, I talked about Finn and Dom. Braun Breaker is again tremendous.
Just, bro, genetic freak,
Literally,
bro.
yeah, literally not a thing Braun Breaker I don't think could do if he wanted to. I think Braun Breaker could do a shooting star press, a moonsault. Really, I don't know. I mean, I've seen him do a moonsault in NXT, like a standing moonsault. I really don't think there's a thing Braun Breaker couldn't do. So that's why I'm again excited for this 4-way. I think. No, I talked about this with the triple threats, how it's going to break down to one-on-ones. I don't know if that's going to necessarily happen here. If I
Yeah,
had to
because they
guess,
don't really need it.
well, if I had to guess, it's going to be Finn and Dom are going to probably jump one of them.
Yeah, they're going to team up for a little bit of it, for sure.
Yep, take both out. Or Breaker and Penta will take both of them out. Then they'll go at it.
Then they'll have a face-off, yeah.
Take out
because they'll run that back because they never got a finish to that, so that would be pretty cool. They were cooking on that Raw. They were cooking for sure.
So I could see like there's a lot of ways they could do this match. I think this match also doesn't need like a lot of time. I mean, there is only 7 matches on each match.
To be honest, this could go under 14 minutes.
If this match is like under 15, and I'm talking about not like with all the entrances and stuff. But
No, just the actual match. Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I think I talked about with Rey Mysterio and
the greatest luchador of all time.
Yeah, my bad. I think if they just like sprinted this match, like they just get in and boom, 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 boom,
just
boom,
go
boom,
straight
boom,
at
boom,
it. Like, bro, you could have because who's been fucking with him the most? Finn. Just have him fucking spear the shit out of Finn.
Finn and Dom have been really. I mean, it's definitely been like Finn has been instigating a lot. I mean, Finn's the one who initiated the attack this past Monday
when he
on
got
Breaker.
jumped. Yeah.
And I will talk about because we didn't have the podcast start this time. Breaker's spear on Carlito is one of the craziest things that I've ever seen in a professional on a Raw.
No bullshit. Where is it?
Why?
Go over here. Twitch, Black Mike 27. I have that sub emote. I have it.
Yeah.
I promise you I do. Bro, that's generational. The way he speared that man.
Head first to the concrete. Like to the ground. He didn't care.
Bro, if he would have landed on his feet.
Oh, no, I think the fact he didn't land on his feet is crazier. Because it shows you what a madman he is. Because he just jumped and said, wherever I land, I land. If I land on my neck, cool, whatever.
He said, fuck it. He's out for the spear the shit out of me. And then that was so funny because he came out, right? Like, all like, and then Carlito came out. He said, oh, you gonna come out the ring? All right, say no more. Drop this title. Just full out fucking sprinted.
And nailed Carlito. And I would like to see that happen here. Not obviously from the ramp, but I would like to see Breaker spear the crap
out of somebody.
Now, I guess, because there's a lot of, I know the last match I talked about spots. There's a lot of spots they can do, obviously, because this is a 4-way. I think Finn is tremendous. Nobody hears the weak link, and if you would pick one out, it would be Dom. But even then, Dom's not a weak link because Dom proved with that match against Penta 2 weeks ago that Dom is like that. Dom like that. Dom understands.
You saw that boy wrestling with Penta, boy?
Yeah, like Dom gets it. And the reason I keep talking about Dom is because
Dom for the win.
My winner is Dom Mysterio.
Yes. I'm glad we on the same page here, bro.
Yeah, I think Dom is going to. How I would assume the ending is going to be is Breaker's going to spear either Penta or Finn. I don't think Dom's winning because Dom.
Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna be like Dom dominates. Dom is gonna be Dom and slide his way into some shit. I'm with you on that too.
What I could see that would be awesome is This would be it'd be a ridiculous spot, but like somehow Penta gets taken out, Breaker and Finn happens, and Breaker spears Finn, and then Dom pushes Breaker like out the ring and covers. I think Dom is pinning Finn.
Dom
or
is pinning Finn.
Finn.
Okay, so
how about this?
What? How about this, right? So Dom is already like taken out from earlier, and Penta's on the ground or whatever. Penta's out. Braun spears Finn, right? Goes for the pin. Dom hits the frog splash on both of them. Braun rolls out. Yeah, Braun rolls out the ring, and then he's just looking at Finn because Finn just got speared, and he just hit the frog splash. He's like, shit. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think Dirty Dom is walking out Intercontinental Champion because I think there's a match right here that they could easily do for the belt, which is Penta. I think you have Dom win. You don't have Breaker go for a rematch. Breaker can move on to.
Breaker can definitely do the world heavyweight. The world heavyweight,
especially if Jay wins. That is
that's perfect.
Story right there.
That's perfect.
Finn can then go into a program after Mania with Dom, with Finn leaving Judgment Day. You could do Dom and Finn. Dom can win or retain via shenanigans, and then eventually you build, maybe not SummerSlam, but whatever, you build to Dom versus Penta, and Penta would take the belt off.
And then Penta would win, yeah. Yep, I like that a lot. Because honestly,
I don't think Penta needs to win here.
No, Penta does not need to win here. No, Penta's literally here because he's over as fuck, and then he's just gonna put on a banger with these three because he's faced each one of these three 1-on-1, and not one of the matches were bad. Even though Finn Balor and him didn't get a finish, the match was still fucking amazing.
The
match was still amazing.
Even though it didn't get an ending, but that's Penta
it didn't need an ending. It was a good way to protect everybody, and honestly, with setting that up, that storyline with Finn and Dom going against each other, that'll be the perfect way for when Liv gets involved, and that'll be officially like they're done with the Judgment Day. Like it's Liv, Dom, and Raquel, and then Finn's just on his own thing, and now we don't get Finn Balor no more. We got Solo Finn actually beating people.
I mean, someone pointed this out. So you know how Finn in his old entrance, right? He would do the hands up thing. He stopped doing that for the longest time. This past Monday on Raw, when he came out for his match, he put his hands up during his entrance on the stage for the first time in like 2 years, 3 years, or something like that. Because he wasn't doing it before. He was just walking out. But he did it He didn't do it too over dramatic, but he did it like one time.
Like he hinted that shit.
Yeah, that version of
Solo Finn. Solo, and then if you think about it, who do you think? So, bruh, they were cheering for Dom the other day, right?
Yeah, I think Dom is just getting over because people have realized that Dom has put the work in. Dom is an annoying heel by all means, but Dom puts his work in, and Dom always at the end of the day lets people get the one up on him. He always at the end of the day gets his ass whooped.
Bro.
So if he just holds the IC title and just wins via scummy means, it's okay because eventually Penta is going to be, somebody's going to be the one to get the one up on his ass.
I wouldn't have a problem with it at all, bro. I love Scummy Dom, like just doing anything he can to get past to get the win, bro. Like he doesn't have to like clean beat people. Like we know Dom is good in the ring, but that's not his character. His character isn't being like his dad. His character is being the complete opposite of his dad. And this shit is working out to a T for him, bro.
Definitely.
So, hey, we both got Dom Mysterio on this one. We ain't switching up on my boy. Dirty Dom for the win. And he's pinning Finn. Pin Finn, and you will win.
What a match this is going to be.
Great match. Let's move on to the next one. All right, and next up we have the match that is going to break my heart, bro. We have AJ Styles, one of my GOATs, one of my top three. If I made a Mount Rushmore, AJ Styles is on it. Going against Logan Paul, bruh. This is one of those who I want to win, who I know is going to win. Logan Paul is going to win this, bro.
I mean, that's okay. It's okay to be wrong.
I hope I'm wrong. You think I want that Logan Paul to beat AJ Styles?
No, but AJ, let me tell you why I think AJ's gonna win.
I'm listening.
Because, and maybe I'm looking too much into this. Usually, the last person standing isn't the person winning. But in this feud that I can remember, besides the Madison Square Garden Raw, Logan's got the one up on AJ every time.
Every fucking time, bro. Hitting that raw ass
Now,
new finisher he got. That finisher's so cold,
yeah,
bro.
the mesh. It's called the mesh driver. Now, I will give a little side note because everyone, I'm kind of a wrestling encyclopedia type crap. Kentaro Suzuki, who does the move, he wrestles for Glee, and when Logan hit it on Raw this past week on AJ, he tweeted out shortly after that that's my original move. If you want to come see it done correctly, come watch Glee, which was very funny. Very funny by
Now
Kentaro.
I gotta see it because if Logan, if I think Logan doing it, Cole, I gotta see how my boy do it.
Yeah, I'll show you it after the pod. Kentaro Suzuki hits it in a very crazy way, but I just thought that was really funny to add. But
No,
I mean,
that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I think
love
AJ's
that.
gonna win, but they could do this many, many ways. They could have it be a super competitive match. Well, either way, it's gonna be competitive.
It's gonna be super. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be a lot of back and forth, a lot of high flying, a lot of spots. Announce table might get used. Might.
And yeah, I mean, maybe I'll talk about the announce table. There's a match that I want to talk about later.
Because Logan Paul has used the announce table 3 times in his matches with the Seth splashing on the fucking Prime bottle, him missing the match when he was fucking recording against Roman, and then didn't he try it with Cody?
He did it with Cody. Yep.
That boy loved crashing through the announce table.
So I think it's gonna be tremendous. I think it's a back and forth match, but I'll tell you what they could do. If AJ loses, I would like because AJ is open about the fact he's not gonna be wrestling for that much longer, right? Mm-hmm. He's gonna retire in the next year or two. And I think it would be kind of cool if they told a story of Father Time catching up to AJ Styles, but not in a sad way, because, of course, Time's eventually going to catch up to everyone. Yeah. But, the idea that AJ only lost because he just was one step behind Logan. Not that Logan was better, but just on this night he was behind.
Just like his age catching up to him, that's all.
Yep. But that they could build on that, and AJ could just start going on like a win streak. You know what I mean? AJ starts showing, wait, no, I'm not going to let that be what judges me. I'm going to go out on being the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. So, I mean, I don't know if this is AJ's last WrestleMania by any means. But I just think, I don't mind AJ being in this match because at the end of the day, Logan Paul does draw in a lot of social media views, a lot of, he calls himself the social media megastar, and he is. So, I think AJ Styles being there is awesome because it gives a huge spotlight on AJ, and it shows how much the WWE trusts him to take care of Logan for this match. Again, I think it's going to be this match. I think Logan's gonna hit AJ with something crazy. I think Logan's gonna sell the crap out of AJ's moves. So at the end of the day, I don't really mind this match. I see a lot of people complaining about that this was AJ's match at Mania, but if you were gonna get AJ on Mania, I'm completely okay with this.
I'm okay with this one, bro, because yes, Logan Paul, terrible fucking person, but separate the art from the artist for a second. This man in the ring and on the mic is fucking crazy, bro. For him to just start doing this shit, yeah, he's had some practice probably in the PC and all of that, but to just catch on to it like that, you can't they're not putting you in the ring. I've said this to you off the pod. They're not putting you in the ring with Punk and Seth Rollins if they don't think you can cut. They're not doing that. It's not happening. So I think the fact that they trust Logan enough, and of course they trust AJ Styles, but to put him in another 1v1 match, because that match with Seth Rollins was great too. That match was amazing.
Yeah, tremendous.
So I can only imagine what him and AJ finna do, because this is giving me shades of AJ and Cody, but Logan is more athletic than Cody. He ain't a better wrestler than Cody, but he's more athletic than Cody. So it's finna be crazy. And so you're taking AJ Styles, I'm taking Logan Paul. You have convinced me, though, that AJ Styles could still win this, because you're right, Logan Paul was the man standing on top both times that they've seen each other. The last 2 times they've seen each other, I mean. But Logan's already 0-1 at WrestleMania. You think they gonna let that boy go 0-2?
Yeah, because I don't think it really matters for Logan that way.
You think Logan just out there just to put on a banger?
Yeah, I don't think really it's that big of a deal. I mean, I sometimes think these streaks aren't done on purpose. I think it's just like a coincidental thing,
And then they just then they build off of it type shit.
Yes,
I can see that. All right,
so I can't. I mean, my last thought about this match is I do have a spot for this match.
Okay.
What about instead of Logan crashing through the announce table?
We get
If you
AJ
remember, at Money in the Bank 2018, AJ Styles wrestles Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match. And the ending is him doing a phenomenal far. Nakamura is like standing or leaning up against the announce table. And AJ springboard hits a phenomenal forearm through the table and it demolishes like the table. Like the table just combusts everywhere. I think AJ could hit that on Logan and then get him back in the ring and Styles clash him and beat him. But if that's not the choice, my other ridiculous spot I'm going to request is Logan. Logan seems like he would take anything. I bet Logan would take a middle rope Styles clash, possibly. Maybe.
Going like he tries to go up to the top rope and then he gets him like hanging down.
Oh! Yep. And he just style clashed it off of there. I feel like Logan would take that.
Logan
maybe
would
I'm
definitely
just
take that.
hoping for way too much, and
I don't think so, bro. Cody took a Styles clash off the top of steel steps, which looked like his nose broke.
That was awesome. Cody should. I have this idea that what should have been the main event of WrestleMania, but I think AJ Styles should have faced Cody. I think that would have been tremendous again. So.
I would have watched it. I promise you, I would have watched it. But all right, I got Logan Paul. My boy Matt got AJ Styles. On to the next match. And next up, we have the Women's Tag Team Championship match. We have Raquel and Liv Morgan taking on Lyra, the Intercontinental Champion, and then Bayley. To be honest, Matt, this is a little bit tough, only because somebody got to take the pin. And it's either going to be Bayley or it's going to be Raquel. And you said Bayley. I think I'm with you on that one, bro. I think I agree that Bayley is definitely taking this pin. Bayley got the pin on the Go Home show, the roll up, the same way that Lyra rolled her up. It was a really great match. It really was. Yeah. And honestly, what I think should have happened, these two should have been going against somebody else, and Lyra and Bayley should have had that match they had on Raw at WrestleMania. That match could have been a WrestleMania match. That was an extremely good match for that Intercontinental Championship. And I felt like if they were able to have a little bit more time when they already had more than enough time, but at the stage they were at, they could have put on a banger, bro. That might have stole the show.
Absolutely. I mean, I think this match, like, it was added last minute. I wouldn't say last minute, but obviously
one of the last ones.
Friday, it was, Lyra and Bayley won the gauntlet match last Friday for this match. But I don't see, I don't think this match is going to be bad, per se. There's just not really a lot to, discuss. I mean, I think Liv and Raquel are great women's tag team champions. I really do think they're a fantastic team together. They work perfectly. I think Lyra and Bayley have bonded and have shown their chemistry as opponents and as a team. Yeah. So, I don't think this match is going to be bad by any means. I just don't really, I don't really have much to say about this. I do want to point out, though, I have a theory that Bayley's going to turn back heel somewhat soon.
Like from what that happened at Raw, when she was pissed she lost, and then she all right,
I don't know, just her being all buddy-buddy with Lyra makes me think eventually she's going to turn on Lyra and they're going to do a rematch, but Bayley will be the heel. I mean, I don't know that, but it just seems very...
It's given.
Maybe I just given. Yeah, it's just something about it. Something makes me think, oh, Bayley's actually not doing this. She's being stark. And I feel like her pushing her hand away, but just I don't know. The whole thing comes off as very insincere by Bayley, but we'll see. I think this match, again, will be great. Liv is... I'm happy Liv got a Mania match after...
I am too. I really am.
I don't think she should have been the women's world title. Actually, I'm happy all 4 of them got a
Yeah, because honestly, that's why I said Lyra and Bailey should have been facing each other, and then Rhea and Liv. I had, I think it was Eli that told me that what he thought was going to happen, which was a really great idea. In that gauntlet, there should have been a mystery tag that came out in the last tag team. That should have been. It should have been Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. That would have been nice.
That would have been cool. Well, I'm going to talk about, because we have the women's IC champion on screen now, so I will talk about something that's going around right now. There's a rumor, and I will not spoil who it is because obviously not everyone who listens to this pod wants to have spoilers.
Right.
But I mean, it is and isn't a spoiler. So there's a rumor that Chelsea Green is going to be defending her U.S. title at Mania.
Okay, so it's going to be like an open challenge type.
That she's going to pretty much interrupt the show or something. Not interrupt, but she's going to come out
abruptly type shit.
Talk like how the Miz did with the whole Snoop Dogg thing. Oh, I guess Miz was the host of Mania that year, but you know, I mean, same concept. Yeah. She's just gonna come out and talk, whatever, and then that's gonna happen. Now, I'm not gonna spoil who people think it is because that's just not cool to do. But I hope that does happen because I really think having both women's mid-card champions at Mania should be dope. A thing. Like,
especially with them, right? Especially with them both just being made, that would be dope.
Yeah. I think like Lyra being in the tag match, that's still fine. Mm-hmm. I just think Chelsea Green. I know tonight Chelsea Green is wrestling. It's her, Alba, and Piper Niven versus I think Selena Vega and
Michin and BFAB.
Chance and Carter by Mysterio.
Oh, really?
In the other room answered that question for me. Yes. So, I mean, I don't think they're gonna add Selena versus Chelsea last minute, but we'll see where it goes. But I just think not having both women's mid-card titles on the line in a singles match, and I guess, you know, you could argue they didn't have time to build, but they really did. They could have built up a lot of stuff for it. Yeah. So, but I don't know. That's all I have to say about this match is I think I'm going to take Liv and Raquel. Mm-hmm. I don't think this match is going to be bad, but there's not really much for us to go over for this.
Yeah, not too much. I'm definitely going to agree with you with Liv and Raquel. And then a quick question here before we go on to the next one. Do you think the winner at Stand and Deliver, who we thought is going to be Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, do you think they have a chance of beating Raquel and Liv if they win? Well,
absolutely.
Do you think they win here?
You know, I think Liv and Raquel are losing the belts on
NXT.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I think you did mention that on the Stand and Deliver predictions. So, Team 2001.
Yep. What a great name.
Great name. All right, on to the next match. And it is time for another shameless plug. You might have heard this. You might have heard this in the original podcast. But are you a fan of wrestling? You got to be if you're listening to this podcast. He says no. But if you are, do you own 2K25 WWE? And last question. Do you have a created My Player on 2K25? Because if so, come on down to TTW. Yes. I said it last time, but I'm not saying it this time. It is not the EFED of all EFEDs, but it is a really fun place to be. And man, we are starting up on Tuesday, and I am so excited. We are doing the draft tomorrow during the Wrestlemania live reactions, and we are going to be doing the draft on Sunday too. So whatever we don't finish on night one, we will be finishing on night two, which will lead into our first show Tuesday, April 22nd. Whew. I'm excited.
Where can you watch that?
Oh, where can you watch that? Man, you see above me all these little things. You can watch it at the Twitch at Black Mike 27. You can watch it on YouTube at TTW 2025, and we will be on TikTok also at Black Mike 27. And we start on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock right after NXT. Wednesdays we start at 7. That is going to be NXT TW.
That's full time.
Central time, by the way. Yes, so it will be 8 o'clock for Eastern people, and it would be 5 o'clock for my Pacific Standard people. And then on Thursday, we are back at 7:30 Central time, right before or right after a little bit TNA starts. So we do run during TNA and run during AEW, but we still watch the shows, best believe. Just because I'm streaming during it don't mean it might be not on somewhere else in the background. But another place I want to shout out is WOW, which is ran by my boy Eli, and that is actually the same thing that we got going with the EFED, but the only difference is it is only women only wrestling, and he wanted to be a little bit different, and I really think it was a great idea having only women because literally that's the focus. All the feuds, women.
Tremendous.
It's great, bro. All the feuds, women. All the tag teams, women. All the championships, women. It's just nothing but women wrestling over there, and it really empowers what we are missing out sometimes when we do have big shows like this. Because like we haven't had an evolution in I don't know how long, and I know there's been rumors of another one coming up, and I would love to see an evolution. The women's wrestling has. It was July.
Yeah, July. I think not to interrupt the shameless plug, but
No,
July 2nd, I think, is the real evolution. It's coming back supposedly.
That would be so dope, bro. Because the women's talent that we have now, like I know we talk about NXT a lot in their women's locker room, but the main roster women's locker room has so much talent. Even people that aren't really main stars, they like how we were just talking about Lyra Valkyria, a star. I haven't seen a bad Lyra Valkyria match yet. And that's me being completely honest. I know Tiffany Stratton might not be as technically sound as Lyra, but Tiffany can wrestle her ass off. I really haven't seen a bad Tiffany match yet. Her and Nia Jax was amazing. Her and Charlotte is finna be amazing. Her and Roxanne was fire. I mean, that's another one, Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez is on a level of wrestling and on the mic that where when she hits the main roster, it's going to be some main roster girls that can't even buckle her. So it is definitely a place to be. Wild Wrestling is definitely putting on for all the women of the E-Feds here out here. Best women E-Fed running. I know I can't say that for me, but he definitely has the best all women E-Fed running. And then another shout out, I know I shouted him out last time, my boy Jaden with AFW and my boy Banditti with GBW. And let me not forget my boy Eli. You know I sound like the other Eli. We call him Kyo, but his real name is Eli. And he has GRPW, Grim Reaper Pro Wrestling. So shout out to them boys. If you're looking for some E-Feds to join, definitely join the Discord and shit. Have some fun. Cut some promos. Put your character in. And have some fun. But that's enough of me talking about the shameless plug. Back to the matches.
Wait. Don't edit. One more thing.
I'm listening.
Plug the Twitter. We have a Twitter account officially for.
We have an official Twitter for the MnM GRAPS podcast. Matt, where can they find us at on Twitter?
At MnM Podcast on Twitter. Or
MnM
X.
Podcast. On X, yeah, whatever Elon calls his app now. But yes, that's what we will be posting and pushing our clips, our podcast, and we will actually post. We'll probably post some stuff from TTW on that, just so y'all can get a feel for what be going on when we be streaming. So hopefully we will see you guys there, and on to the next match. All right, and next up we have what we are pretty sure is going to be a match. We just don't know who it's going to be against. We got our boy Randy Orton taking on a mystery opponent. And I know we have a lot of choices in the air. We got people thinking Nick Aldis. We got some people thinking Rusev because he's making his comeback to the WWE. I know some people are thinking Aleister Black from his little vignettes that he's been having on SmackDown. Some people are even thinking it's going to be Solo Sikoa. Man, Solo does deserve a WrestleMania match, but not this one. But
Hold on.
Oh, jeez. But some people are even thinking it's going to be the newly debuted Rey Fenix. So there's not much we can predict on this match, but who Randy Orton is going to face. After SmackDown tonight, we might find out who it is, or it might just be a surprise on WrestleMania night. But if we had to guess, I honestly, who I want and who I think it was going to be, I would want, as bad as it sounds, because I know they can't take a loss on their debut back, I would want Aleister Black. I think that would be a pretty cool match, a pretty cool return, especially at WrestleMania. I think he would deserve it. All the work Aleister Black put in for NXT, I think this would be well deserving to have a match against Randy Orton. Yes, he would have to lose the match, but it would be a great showing of Aleister Black back for people who weren't too familiar with him on NXT. So me personally, I would want Aleister Black, even though he would have to take the loss against Randy. But I think it is going to be either Nick Aldis or Rey Fenix. I think that's what it's going to be. What are you thinking, Matt?
So I think it would be quite funny if it was Solo. But let me
Dude,
tell you why. Let me
dude.
tell you why.
Oh my God.
Imagine Jacob Fatu wins on night 1. Without the help of Solo, Jacob Fatu wins. Night 2 comes. And they run before Orton does his thing, and then they go backstage. I know it's crazy to go backstage at Mania, but Jacob Fatu's hyping Solo up, saying, "Yeah, get out there, like you go after that, you go get him." And Solo's, hyped up. Solo comes to the ring, the bell rings, RKO 1, 2, 3, and Randy Orton beats Solo in about 15 seconds in WrestleMania. I think
Bro.
that would be so funny. Like that would be. And listen, love Solo. Like I love
I
you
do.
Solo.
No, I
You
love
know what I
no,
mean?
dead ass, dead ass. Like,
Yeah.
there's no Solo
But
slander here. Don't think I just because I don't want Solo facing Randy Orton that I like dislike, bruh. I love Solo. Solo's character development from when the tribal chief left to now, bruh, peak. I just don't want to see
yeah,
Solo
no.
wrestle Randy Orton at Mania. That's all that is.
I just think it would be quite funny that it is Solo and Solo gets RKO'd in about 15 seconds. But if we're
That
not
would be
going that
funny.
route, I don't think it's Aleister Black because I don't think he's going to take a loss. And I mean, Randy Orton may do the job. Now, I will talk about real quick. It did suck a lot. I'm a big fan of Kevin Owens. I've been for a long
Bruh.
time, and so for context, I went to Kevin Owens' last ever Ring of Honor match before he signed with WWE. I've always wanted Kevin to be like the top dude and be the guy. Like I legit was emotional when Kevin and Zammy got to main event WrestleMania 39 together, and
Because
when
from how long
Kevin
they
got
come
to main
from,
event.
yeah, how far they
And
come, I
when Kevin
mean.
got to main event 38 against Austin, I was legit like kind of emotional about that because like I love Kevin Owens. I know I've said you've heard me say like, oh, this is my top 5. Kevin is legitimately top 10 favorite wrestlers ever. I don't see
Yeah.
Kevin Owens
Bro,
like I
I
don't know
love
if
Kevin
I
Owens
would
too. I definitely
love
agree with that.
wrestling to the way I do, and so I do want to point out like it's absolutely tragic what happened.
Because
I'm
that
so
would
happy
have,
he
bro.
came into surgery. I'm happy he's being safe about it. It does suck he missed Mania, but at the end of the day, his safety and his well-being
Comes
is
first.
all that matters in
Comes first.
wrestling.
He got a whole family at the
So
crib, man. He can't be doing shit like
exactly,
this.
exactly, and I hope Kevin comes back, and I hope he beats motherfuckers' asses when he comes back.
Bruh, I need him on demon timing when he comes. The same shit he was doing when he left, I need him back doing that shit. Because he brother, pop he finna get, even if he old demon timing, I need it.
And
I
I'm not
need
gonna be
it.
one of those people because I know the surgery he's gonna go under is gonna be quite
It's gonna be
tough.
like, yeah,
And
like,
some
it's
people are gonna be like,
realistically.
"Oh, he's not gonna come back." No, I don't like to have that mentality. I think he can, and if he
Yeah.
wants, he will come back.
Yeah, he will. It's
Like
just
I never
realistically
want to
going to be like
rule out.
It's just going to be like two,
It's
three
gonna be
years.
wild.
It's going to be 2, 3 years realistically. That's the only thing about it. I'm with you. I have my hopes up too. I think he is coming back. Kevin Owens is not the type of person that's like, oh, this is it. Then I'm just going to give up. Nah, he was just letting people know that if it can't get fixed, don't get your hopes up. That's all he was letting y'all know. But if Kevin Owens has the chance to come back, even if it takes 4 years, you will see that boy back on your screen. I promise you that.
Yeah, I can't wait. But back to the open challenge. If it's not Solo, I personally would want it to be Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
Let him and Phoenix go out there and have a 10 minute match and let Orton win. It doesn't defeat Ray Phoenix that
At
in his
all.
WrestleMania debut he lost to
To
Randy Orton.
Randy fucking Orton. I promise you that don't do shit to Ray Phoenix, bro. You know what it does? It elevates Ray Phoenix that he went toe to toe with Randy fucking Orton.
Exactly. The guy think, and you know how he can even beat him? He could catch him out of the air with an
Oh.
RKO. So even then, it's just that Phoenix lost because Phoenix went for a high fly move.
And just
And,
got caught by the
Orton.
Viper.
But I mean, that's my 2 picks because I don't think it'll be Rusev. I don't think it'll be Aleister Black. I don't think it's going to be Nick Aldis. And I don't think anyone wants it to be Nick Aldis. I think people are saying they want it to be Nick Aldis, but do you really want it to be Nick
Do
Aldis?
you really think about it? Do you really want Nick Aldis out there wrestling? Do you? Have y'all seen Nick Aldis? Have y'all seen my boy in TNA? Have you?
Magnus?
Have you seen Magnus? Not saying Magnus can't wrestle. Not saying Magnus had a match with Cody and it was a great. I don't know if people seen that.
Oh, All Out or All In 2018?
Yeah.
Then they had a rematch at the NWA anniversary in 2018. And it wasn't good matches. I don't think him versus Randy Orton really interests me at all.
Yeah, that's all it is. It would be funny. But
Absolutely.
I think if you want a serious match for Randy Orton on his WrestleMania, what did he say? It's his 20th one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, give it to Ray Phoenix, bro.
Yep. Absolutely.
Randy's winning, by the way, if it is Ray Phoenix.
Yeah. Either way, I have Randy Orton
Honestly,
winning.
whoever it is, I think Randy's winning. That's just me
Same.
personally. Yeah, so
Same.
we're on the same page with that one. Yeah, whoever it is, Randy, we want Ray Phoenix. We think Ray Phoenix. I want Aleister Black. I'm sorry. We both think Ray Phoenix. Either way, I want Randy to win.
Or I mean, I'm not against Solo coming out and getting RKO and getting pinned in 15 seconds.
I think that would be hilarious. I honestly do.
too.
I wouldn't mind that. I know a couple people would be like, bro, what the fuck? Randy wasted his 20. Nah, that would be. I'm pretty sure Randy would even be like,
that would
fuck
be the
yeah.
most Randy Orton thing ever.
Exactly. Like Randy would be like so unimpressed. Like, bro, why are you just RKO his ass? Get this shit over with. Bye. But all right, we got about 3 matches left, y'all. Next match. All right, I actually meant 2 matches left, not 3. Sorry about that. Numbers are getting confusing this time of the pod. But we have the Sin City Street Fight. We got my boy DP taking on Hater of the Year, Drew McIntyre. Now, me and my boy A Money, shout out A Money, very knowledgeable guy who Leak will be the first person on the podcast, first guest on the podcast. He and I are huge Drew McIntyre fans. We love Drew McIntyre. We understand Drew McIntyre. We believe in Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre's career right now is built off losses that is still making him a main event star. Do you know how special you have to be as a character on the mic to lose, but still be credible enough to be in the main event scene with no questions? That's your boy Drew McIntyre. And I know his career he's been losing a lot lately. Biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania 41. DP is my boy. Y'all heard me on the last pod talking about how DP made that World Heavyweight Championship. He cashed in on Drew McIntyre for that to get that. But today, I gotta take Drew. I gotta take Drew beating DP in this street fight. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be bloody. And I think that Drew is going to defeat DP here. What you got, Matt?
Well, unfortunately for you, I'm going to agree with you. I also have McIntyre win this match. I think there's just not a need for Damian Priest to win.
It's
not in a bad. Like, I don't have anything against Damian Priest.
No, not at all.
But I don't think there's a need for him to win this match.
It wouldn't do nothing for him right now. It really wouldn't.
Especially because I think, just from how they've been teasing, and I guess we'll talk about this, in the next match a lot. I think Drew is going on to a very big story coming up.
I agree.
So I think Drew should just get this win over DP. But I want to talk about the build to this match real quick. I think it's been tremendous build.
Bro,
the
amazing.
elimination in the Rumble leading to Drew just snapping, and every time they see each other,
just
them
boxing.
It adds like a hatred and an intensity to this match that I feel like people were complaining didn't exist.
Yeah, bro. Literally every time they saw each other, it was on site. Every single time. And my favorite one was when Drew was talking shit, left out the door, fucking Undertaker DP is just standing right outside the door.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think they've had just one match. Like, I don't think anything they've done, like, all their brawls and stuff have been just really fun to watch. I think this match is going to be really good. I think it's going to be really physical. I know last year they met at Clash at the Castle in Scotland or whatever, in Drew's home country, and that was a tremendous match. Like, I thought that match was physical.
Really good.
I don't know. There's an intensity to it. So now I hope they kind of do that same type of match, but now add the fact you can use weapons. I mean, it is a Sin City street fight, so who knows what kind of gimmicky weapons they'll have. Like, with the fact it is in Vegas, I'm sure there's gonna be
somebody getting smacked with a big ass poker chip.
Yeah, like some ridiculous stuff like that. Yeah, I think again, I think there's a lot they could do. I think this is just gonna be tables are gonna be broken. Now, I don't think the announce tables getting broken in this match. because I'm gonna save that for the next match.
Oh,
So I don't think the announce tables get broken in this match, unless Logan and AJ do not break the announce table.
then
One of
this
these
is one of them. Yes, that's guaranteed.
and I mean, it could be either way. Probably, if I had to take a guess, Damien's going to either powerbomb or chokeslam Drew through it. I think Drew's going through the table.
Drew's going through the table for sure. Drew's going through the table.
I do hope, because of how they've built Damien, I know the Claymore kick is cool, but I kind of hope it takes more than one Claymore.
Yeah, it's gonna, bro. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell it takes 3 fucking coup de grace and it only takes 1 Claymore to defeat Super DP. This is Super DP.
Yeah.
This is rest in peace, DP.
Yeah. I don't think you need I just think or a very cool ending could be if he gets Damien down or whatever, he could on the floor, he could Claymore kick him up against the steps or Claymore kick him up against
if he was leaning up against it, that would be fire.
Brutal to end it. Like the old 2K games had a OMG moment where you put them up against the ring post and you could kick them in the head.
Yeah.
Something like that to take out Damian Priest for the rest of this match.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, you gotta protect Super DP. The way they've been booking Super DP, you can't take Super DP out with just 1 Claymore. It's not gonna work. Nah.
I think. Another thing I want to point out. I know there was a whole report that Drew was angry that this was his Mania match and all this stuff, and I think if that was true, him and Damien have made the absolute most
of it, bro. I definitely agree, bro, because you can tell that the beef between them, it ain't just generic. It ain't fake. That shit looks like, bro, he chokeslammed my mans onto a car windshield.
Real glass too.
Real glass. Punk was there. Ask him. Real glass, bro.
Let me shout out one person real quick. Shout out my boy, the scapegoat Jack Perry, who really
Jungle Boy. Hey, Jungle Boy is the reason for the Night 1 main event. Don't let nobody tell you different. If that boy didn't box Punk, guess what? Punk ain't coming back to WWE. Guess what? Punk ain't in the main event with Roman and Seth Rollins. So when you go to sleep tonight, say thank you, Jack Perry, because tomorrow is because of him. Now, we were talking about going through some announce tables, Matt. I know you got Spot Man. Yeah, that's you. What you got?
So, I was thinking about this. What happens if Drew goes for the Claymore? DP catches him in a powerbomb position, throws him through the announce table. But I also want to talk about.
Oh my God!
At this point, the stage has been revealed.
We have seen the stage, by the way. Yes. At this point in time, we have seen the stage.
So what happens if they set up something? So do you remember last year when Jimmy and Jay interfered in the main event?
Oh my God!
Him
not off the stage.
So here's my 2 ideas. What happens if Drew gets him up? You know, Drew sometimes does the Celtic Cross or the white noise that Sheamus does. What happens if Drew did that off the stage through a bunch of tables set up at the bottom? That would be insane. But another idea I just came to was what happens if they're fighting on the stage? Damien has his back turned. Damien hits his big forearm. Drew, gets stumbled, backs up. And then Drew, last second, run and Claymore kicks, and Damien falls off the stage. Through the tables. It's a huge WrestleMania bump that Damien goes off the stage through the tables. Drew doesn't go with him. Damien just goes by himself. And then Drew, I guess it is a Cincy street fight, so you do have to win in the ring. But I guess that would be a little extreme to get kicked off the stage through a table, but it could.
We'll find our way. We'll find our way back to the ring later.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it could be destroyed, but you could make it. You tried,
bro. That would be crazy because this fight's going everywhere. They're not just keeping it around ringside, bro. They're going in the crowd most likely. They're most likely going in the crowd, and these are going to be stiff hits. Damian Priest is already a stiff. We're not talking about Drew. We know Drew is stiff. Go if you don't think Drew is stiff, go watch Drew versus Gunther versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 39 and tell me Drew isn't stiff to my face. I'll slap you, bro. That match was literally just a bunch of grown ass men, real life chopping the shit out of each other. Go watch that. That was a great fucking match. That was probably match of the night that was night one, wasn't it?
That was on night one of that Mania, yes.
Yeah, that was amazing. And I know people think, oh, wait till we have that Rhea Charlotte conversation, guys. Matt is not the biggest fan of that match.
Maybe that'll be on the next pod if we drop a pod before, after the takeovers.
Yeah,
still we'll have a pod schedule. We'll have like a little schedule on what we're gonna do and when you can expect some stuff, or when you should expect stuff. That doesn't mean it's gonna come out on that day.
We're gonna be consistent. Best believe we're gonna be consistent. But so we're both taking Drew McIntyre in the Sin City Street fight, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Hey, DP, we love you, my boy, but do something for the team one time. Give my boy Drew that win. Give my boy Drew that win. All right. Hey, y'all know what time it is. Main event.
Oh boy.
And it is time. We are here. Main event. John Cena. Heel John Cena. Trash can John Cena. Mad at that man. Versus Cody Raheem Rhodes. Yes, Raheem in the flesh. Yes, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. You probably know who I'm taking. Give me Cody Rhodes.
Okay, it's okay to be wrong.
Fuck your 17th, Matt. Fuck your 17th, Matt.
Talk about 17 coming home. People like you are the problem. 17 is coming home. And you know what? Let me tell you what I was just telling somebody off this pod. Do you know how I booked this match? Bell rings. Cody, they go to lock up. Cena punches him right away. Stuns Cody. Cena should legitimately, if they want to establish Cena, and I'm not joking when I say this should be single-handedly the most one-sided WrestleMania main event of all time. It should be Cena just ass-whooping Cody the entire time. And I don't even want Cody, and for context, I absolutely love Cody Rhodes. But
Big
I
Cody
think
fans.
if they wanted to be just this, because why do you, I don't know, I've always talked to my brother. Cena, he did the promos and stuff, but he's been relatively silent. Not silent against Cody, but all that stuff people.
He has not let loose on that man Cody yet, bro. But maybe on SmackDown tonight we get something different. But...
Yeah, SmackDown's on right now for us. So unless that happens, that could be different. I think Cena should let loose in his anger, and he should just single-handedly beat Cody to a bloody pulp. It should be a one-sided, and it would suck for the people who wanted to see this legendary match. But there's no way you think this match is going to be a 5-star match. That's just how it is. Not being funny, but it should be Cena just dominating, kicking Cody's ass. Attitude adjustment through the announce table. Attitude adjustment in the ring. Attitude adjustment again. STF. It should just be Cena beating the hell out of Cody. And let's say this match is 30 minutes. Or how we talked about the last match is going to be an hour. I could see all together with the video packages and stuff. I don't think this will be that long, like an hour, but it could easily be 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It should just be Cena dog walking Cody. It should be Cena literally dominating Cody. I don't want to see a back and forth matchup between these two. I want to see, example, Cena hits the attitude adjustment. 1, 2, Cody desperately kicks out, just throws his arm over. Cena gets him to the STF. Cody slowly crosses to the ropes. You know what I mean? Just barely grabs him. Cena starts getting frustrated. Just starts punching. It should just be Cena single-handedly dominating this match and beating Cody. Now, we can kind of talk about this now. This is being filmed Friday night during SmackDown. There are rumors and reports that The Rock, and I don't think that's even a spoiler, that The Rock's going to be at Mania. I don't think that spoils it for anybody.
Not
The
at
Rock
all.
Could be here.
Final boss and Mania being in the same sentence should not be a spoiler.
I think the only time that this should happen, like the way you should do this Rock thing, is Cody should look like he's going to amount a comeback. Maybe Cena is arguing with the fans, staring at the fans, staring at the ref, and Cody just powers up and hit the desperation crossroads, and then the Rock's music hits, and then that just distracts Cody, and it adds this other element. Like I really do think this should just be Cena dominating Cody and beating him to a bloody pulp like he did at the Elimination Chamber.
If that happens, I will be the saddest man on the planet Earth.
That's okay.
I will be so upset. I would probably shed a tear, and I would just strap on for the ride that John Cena and the Final Boss are going to take us on. I wouldn't be upset. I just would be sad because the way my man's Raheem went out. Now, me personally, going back to who I chose, this is a want. I want Cody to win. The 17th is coming, bruh. I've already accepted that. I've already understood this, especially with how these promos battles have gone. I mean, yeah, Cena laid it into Cody that last time they saw each other on Raw, but Cody stood his ground. Cody ain't get buried, bro. All the people, oh, Cody got buried. John cooked Cody. No, he did not. It was a really good back and forth, and I think John got over on that promo. I do think John won that promo battle, but it wasn't like he definitively won. Cody had some good shit back, but at the same time, John didn't have to depend on the Vince McMahon pop. He didn't have to depend on the you have more dick in your promos than you do in your shorts pop. You know what I'm saying? Like John didn't have to say that shit to get over. Like he was getting cheered with some of the shit he was saying. He was just speaking facts. So
exactly.
So that's why I think they went bar for sure. But I think John won that last promo. And then my boy Cody stood tall, hit him with the crossroads. That's always a curse. You can't be the last man standing. But they will see each other tonight. Mind y'all, the SmackDown is on right now for us. It had started off with Seth Rollins. We'll probably go back and watch that segment to see exactly what he said. But we haven't even seen John and Cody yet. So we have no idea how tonight is going to go. John might absolutely fry Cody tonight. And that might change my opinion. But right now, as we are speaking, I want my dog Cody to win. But in my heart, I think the 17th is coming. And I don't think it's going the way Matt thinks it's going to go. Even though that would be a smart way to do it. Because, like he said, if you want to establish Cena, heel Cena, like, I'm not here to fucking wrestle and have, like, a look off. Nah, I'm here to whoop your ass and take this fucking title like I told you I was finna do. And that's it. That's period. But I do think it's going to be a good back and forth. I think Cody is going to have it like he thinks he's going to win. Cody is going to hit that triple crossroads, and John Cena is kicking out of it. I'm letting you guys know right now. It's going to be disappointing. You guys are going to be upset. It's what's going to happen. Cody is going to hit that triple crossroads. It's going to look like it's over, and either John Cena's kicking out or a final boss is going to have something to do with it. So that's how I think it is. I think it's going to be a really, really, really good wrestling match because, yeah, people say, oh, John Cena can't wrestle. John Cena elevates himself to whoever he's wrestling against. Whoever John Cena is going against, he matches their level. If you go watch all John Cena and AJ Styles matches, there's not one bad one. There's not one bad one.
No.
AJ Styles and John Cena go at it like John Cena is a 5-star technical wrestler. John Cena and Seth Rollins have gone at it like he's a 5-star technical wrestler. There's shit that he pulls out that he doesn't pull out in regular matches just because, like, I don't know the reason for it. But when that man needs to elevate, he elevates. Cody is one of the best wrestlers in WWE, and John Cena's for the match's level. Easily.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have anything against this match being back and forth because even if it's back and forth, Cody, hits the triple crossroads because obviously there's gonna be shenanigans with this match.
There's gonna
get bumped.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even imagine how many times the referee is actually gonna get bumped because I could imagine more than one ref will get bumped in this match. I would just bump all the refs. They should bump every single ref they have on the roster. That'd be funny as hell. And then the female ref would have to come out and make the pin.
Like literally, they can't touch her.
If you have to bump her. So I mean, do what you need. But like, I don't know. I think. Like, I could see how this being a competitive match would be fun. Especially, like, for me, I'm going to have two people over, and I know they probably want to see a competitive match. They don't want to see a single ass whooping. But just something about the idea. If you think of WrestleMania and all the main events of WrestleMania, like even when Brock wrestled Roman at 34, that was still a back and forth match. Even though Brock hits 6 F5s that night or something,
Yeah.
Roman still got the spear, the Superman punch off, all that stuff. We've not had a single hand ass
Squash.
event.
We've not
And
had a
I think
squash.
they could shock the world and have Cena do that to Cody.
Honestly,
It'd be dumb.
like I said, I would
And
not be
Cody's gonna
mad.
bleed.
Yeah, Cody,
Cody's gonna
bro,
bleed.
that blonde hair is finna be red,
Yeah.
brother. Let me
So-
tell you. Let me tell you, that blonde hair is finna be red as the Red CG, and it might have something to do with Final Boss. But once that ref go down, final. But then Travis too. Don't get me started on that man, Travis, boy. That man Travis might actually beat Cody up, bro.
True. I mean, guy like me would have booked Travis Scott to be in this match.
Man, fuck John. I want Travis. Hey, John, take the title. I want Travis. After the way he smacked my dog, bruh. That shit was wild. But so for this match, do you think that they reveal this quote unquote another member that is joining Rock and Cena and Travis?
Yeah.
Do you do think they reveal? Okay, so do you have any idea of like who you want it to be, who you think it might be?
I tell you who I don't want it to be that I keep seeing people say.
Jey Uso.
Do not want it to be Jey Uso. I think that would literally ruin a lot of the momentum Jey Uso's built. That's just my opinion.
I think that would be stupid.
I think it should be Drew.
Drew would make a lot of sense.
It should be Drew, but I could also see them possibly having it be Roman. That Roman died with them because of the fact that that's his cousin, but Roman also may be realizing, oh shit, Cena thinks he's bigger than me. So Roman may, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of ways they could do this. It could be Roman. It could be Drew. I don't think it's going to be Jay.
What about Seth?
Drew is what I don't think it's going to be Seth either. I just don't. Because I don't think they're going into a Seth and Cody feud. I think they're going into a Drew Cody feud after Mania. I think that will, every year after Mania they have like a big feud that like
yeah, and that doesn't need the title. That doesn't need the title.
No, absolutely not. And that could main event easily without the title. So I think that absolutely is. I think it's going to be Drew. I know I said Roman, but I'm going to really stand on. I think it's going to be Drew, and I think it's going to be cool. So
yeah,
that Drew. Cost. I want to say cost though, because I don't want it to be that Cody has the match. One referee out, Claymore kick, Cena hits.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, when I say reveal the last member, I think that like after Cena wins and they're standing over Cody and they beating the dog shit out his ass, you go hear Drew music. Oh my God, Drew's coming to save Cody. Nah.
I think it should be that Drew. I think this would be really fun. I think it should be that Drew, I think Roman, so let's say Cena, Cody, referee down, they're both down. Final boss music hits. Rock makes his grand entrance, gets to the ring. Rock takes off his belt, goes to hit Cody. Roman Reigns music hits. Roman Reigns comes down the ring, and as Roman's in the ring, someone slides, like Roman, let's say Roman and Rock are face to face. Someone slides in from under, and as Roman turns around, The Rock does that little finger thing he did at Chamber, where he lifted him up.
Yeah.
Like he does that thing, lifts him up, and then puts it down. And Roman should be like, what are you doing? Turns around, looks, and it should be Drew McIntyre Claymore kicking him right in the face. And I think that's how you reveal that Drew is with The Rock, Cena. Because Cena, I mean, I guess I don't think this is really a spoiler. You've seen the poster. The poster to Backlash is Cena and Orton. They were on the original poster they had announced. Now I think the poster is just Orton and like Orton by himself. Mm-hmm. So obviously Orton is going to face
Orton's main
Cena.
event. Yeah, Orton's main eventing for that title. Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's going to be against Cena. Yeah. So I think Cody would need a match going into Backlash. Drew is the perfect person to have him feud with because that can go. They can easily like drag Drew and Cody out 3 months. They could start it right after Mania. That could end by SummerSlam, or end in July, and then have Cena Cody 2 at SummerSlam.
And you know what's crazy? Isn't Drew the only person to pin Cody in like the last like year or so?
Yes. It's Drew and Roman are the only people who've done it, like since he's come back. Or some combination of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I would have Drew come out, Claymore kick, Roman, and that's how he sides with him. Because then it would be all look at this mega team: Rock, Drew, Cena,
And
Scott.
that would be an easy way to set up that Roman versus Rock that everybody wants too at 42.
Which I don't want, so maybe
You don't
not.
want Roman? You don't want Roman and Rock?
I mean, I did at one point, but I don't know now. Now we're just dragging this. Like,
Okay,
how many times?
Tell me this. Do you think were you impressed with Rock at 40 in that tag team match?
Yeah, absolutely. Because Rock is not a professional wrestler anymore. And yes, it did take him months and months to train, but I don't think he looked that gassed out during the match.
No, not at all, bro.
Like,
he took a table bump.
Yeah, no. So I just don't really think I'm interested in Rock and Roman because I care about like a professional wrestling and in-ring stuff. So like I don't know how good of an in-ring match that would be, but I don't think it would like I shouldn't say I'm not interested. I just don't think it's gonna happen at this point. How about that?
It would
Like,
be
I just don't see it happening.
It'd be another like Rock and Hogan situation where you're just doing it for the superstars in the match. In the storytelling.
Yeah, and it would be at 42. There's no way they would drag it.
They wouldn't do it at anything else. It'd have to be at 42.
So I don't know. I'm interested on where they go with that. But I think again, this is gonna be the main event of Mania. It's awesome as I don't know if I've talked about this on the pod. I started watching wrestling in 2006, and John Cena quickly was my favorite wrestler.
Easily.
And I always stuck with John Cena. Like I wasn't one of
who like hated him for John. Like, bro, come on now.
And I was always like, no, Cena's a worker. Like Cena can, even when I started watching ROH and PWG and New Japan in like late 2013, like mid 2014 area, I always thought Cena could. Like I was always like, yeah, Cena's awesome. Like nothing ever made me hate on Cena. So it is cool. Like the child in me loves to see the fact that my boy John Cena gets to main event another WrestleMania.
And we get a heel John Cena at that. Like, bruh, if you're a true John Cena fan, you're not mad that John Cena's heel right now. If anything, you're so happy that we finally get to see this version of Cena. Because you never knew the promos he was going to cut. You never knew the way he was going to act. And now I'm so interested in how he is going to wrestle. Because we're not getting 5 moves of Doom Cena. Cena is finna wrestle dirty as fuck.
He was about to put a 8-minute headlock in. So just so you know, please be prepared for that.
Cena's
getting that headlock in, and he's holding that bitch.
When I tell y'all this finna be real GRAPS, bro, like dead ass, we might be 10 minutes in the match and Cody's might just be getting out of the first headlock.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a slower paced match to start, but I think it's gonna be once they start breaking it down, it's gonna get chaotic.
It's gonna get wild, bruh. It's gonna get wild.
There's gonna be interference up the wazoo. I think Roman's coming out. I think Drew's coming out. I could see Seth coming out. I could see Punk coming out. I can see all these things because the thing I can see with Seth is Seth may point out the fact like, hey, Seth's worry at one point was like a part-time person being champion again.
Right.
Well, if Cena wins, Cena's part-time, so. That I don't know. We'll see where that all goes. I think there's, again, going to be tons of interference. I think this match is going to be sweet. I love the fact, I'm happy Cody got to hold the belt for a year.
Yeah, no, bro. And he had a great run, bro. Like, don't think just because he loses right here that, like, oh, no, what's next for Cody? Bro, Cody finna go 8. Cody's chase is better than him as champion, and that's not a bad thing. That just means
I haven't hated Cody's run. Like,
I loved Cody's run, bro. Like the hate on Cody's run is literally forced because they just wanted Roman with the belt. But they're like how y'all say like, what was Cody? What the fuck was Roman gonna do next?
True.
Hey, it wasn't shit else left for him.
Imagine he retains. Then I don't even know where we would have gone from there.
There's literally like we would have been grasping for straws for where he would have went.
Yeah, I think Cody had a good run. He held it for a year. He can win it back. And I
Yeah.
don't know if Cena's going to hold the belt all year until his retirement in December, but I very much could see Cody just getting the belt back at SummerSlam because Cody is, I know Cody changed his Twitter about to it, but he is the quarterback of the WWE.
Yeah.
Cody is the guy. I mean, and I love Cody for that. Cody put in the work to get to that spot, and
Facts.
I think Cody deserves it in every way possible.
When that man did that Hell in a Cell match, bruh, with that torn fuck, when he took that jacket off and his shit was purple, that's when I knew, yeah, this man ain't playing games, bruh. Because he didn't have to do that. He did not
No,
have to do that.
not whatsoever.
That's when I knew he doing this for the love of the game. And that's honestly probably what made John Cena like, yeah, I want him.
Do you
I
know what
want
I knew
him.
he was doing this for the love of the game?
What happened?
I know you were as big AEW watcher as me. Cody wrestled Andrade in AEW
Oh, I
in
gotta see that. I gotta see
Savannah,
that.
Savannah, Georgia, and it's a street fight. And they had at the time they were kind of crossing a feud between Andrade, Pac, and Malachi Black. Like all four of them were kind of crossing with each other. But this leads to Cody versus Andrade in a street fight in the main event of Dynamite. But Andrade and Cody do not have like a blood heat feud. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Cody lit a table on fire and suplexed himself and Andrade. But how he pretty much did the suplex was Andrade got no percent of the table, and Cody burnt the shit out of his back doing this. And that's when I knew Cody loved wrestling.
Oh
That's when I was like, Cody.
man.
And I never hated Cody's AEW run, but at that point I knew, oh, Cody understands. Like Cody does this for the love of the game. You don't just put yourself through a flaming table on a random episode of Dynamite for fun. And Cody did that because he loved the game.
I fuck with that, bro. I'm a huge Cody Rhodes fan, G. Like, I feel like the Cody hate is forced. There's literally that man has done that would make you just be like, I hate Cody Rhodes. You don't have to be a fan of Cody Rhodes, but there's no reason you should hate Cody Rhodes.
I agree. I
Like,
absolutely agree.
yeah, cause like, bro, Cody is literally this generation's John Cena. Like, they wouldn't have this match on the board if they didn't think Cody was the guy. They're doing this because this is the guy versus the guy. You know, we've already had John Cena versus Roman. We've had that already. Now we have the guy versus the guy for right now, and the better guy is gonna win, which is John Cena. Unfortunately for the Cody fans out there, but like Matt said, bro, it's not over for Cody, bro. Cody could win at SummerSlam. Cody could win somewhere Survivor Series, bro. Later down the line, there is another chance for Cody to become a two-time WWE champion, and I feel like that sounds way better than a one-time long reign WWE champion.
Absolutely agree. I think Cody's going to win the belt back at SummerSlam. Like, regardless of what the outcome, I mean, I think he's losing here, but I think Cody's absolutely winning that belt back this year because Cody deserves it. Cody does
Yeah.
so much, does so much media, does the live events, does everything. So I could see Cody easily, winning it back. But I also could see Cody winning. Like if Cody,
Oh yeah,
wins,
100%. Because it's not like it's
like
it's not like it's over for John either, bro. Because like John, now that you've turned heel, John, you got some people you got to deal with.
Absolutely. And it could be like, oh, now exactly. Cena loses, then it's like, oh, what was that heel turn for? Like you sided with The Rock for what?
Yeah,
for nothing.
because I ain't gonna lie, they not finna do Randy and Cody at Backlash if Cody win. They can still run Randy and John Cena with no title. Randy and Cody are best fucking friends. Randy mentioned that on that SmackDown promo about John Cena. All Randy got to do is pull up when John Cena cutting his promo. So this what you doing now? This is what we doing? Like we if anybody should be doing this, it's me. Yes, you. Like type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like this could be an easy feud for Randy Orton and John Cena. And like honestly, how many times have we gotten Randy Orton versus John Cena just one-on-one? Like their feuds go back, bruh.
I mean, their first match one-on-one that I know. I mean, someone could fact check me. That I know off the top of my head is SummerSlam 2007. No, they might have met on Raw in early 2007 at some point because Shawn Michaels and Cena beat Rated RKO for the World Heavyweight Tag Team titles. in February of 2007, leading to Mania.
Mm.
But yeah, they've been feuding pretty much. That was like ever since I've been watching wrestling. They've been
Yeah,
in
they've been
on and off.
feuding. And bro, with John Cena being back, it kind of makes you wish that our boy Edge, Cope, was still in WWE because we've never gotten that 1v1 officially at WrestleMania.
Nope. But Cope's in AEW and he's cooking. He's injured. He's out. He's gone. But
For the second time, by the way, for the second time.
I will ask you a. Wow, that was crazy. What just happened on SmackDown? But
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question though. Do you think Cena's going for the table? I know I said Cena's attitude adjustment, Cody for the table. Do you think that's happening, or could you see something else happening? Could you see Cody putting Cena through a table, and that's how Cody makes his comeback? Like they get up on the table, Cena picks him up for the attitude adjustment. Cody gets out of it, like desperately gets out of it, and either hits a crossroads on the table, or you know what I mean, does something to put Cena through the table, and that's what starts Cody's big comeback.
What would you do if this man hit an inverter breaker on that fucking table? John Cena.
John Cena. I know John Cena does love wrestling though, so Cena might take the vertebraker.
Bro, he might.
I'm going to lose my mind if he hits the vertebraker at Mania on Cena. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Like I don't know how I'm going to react. We're gonna be in a call for Mania, and I think I'm gonna scream very loud.
Extremely loud, bro. That would be a huge pop. But to answer your question, I do think, unfortunately, it is going to be my man's Cody going through the table. Cody loves going through tables. I don't know why. That man saluted Roman at Bad Blood before jumping through Jacob Fatu on the table. Who does that? Why? Who does that?
For the love of the game. Bro. Cody died for the love of the game, man. You'll get it.
That's what he finna do. He put Rock through a table last year. It's his turn this year. John Cena finna put that man through an attitude adjustment through the table. And man, I think, and if that happens, it might go the game plan that you're saying where John Cena is just completely dominating and nothing's working, so he take that man to the outside, clear the table. But at the same time, if that is how the match is going and John Cena gets that frustrated taking him to the out-and-out table outside, that could be where Cody switches it around and hits him through the table, and that's where the momentum shifts. This is going to be a really good match, y'all. Like, it's going to be, especially with how they... Yeah, it's especially with how they book it. This could go a million different ways, and with the shenanigans, Travis Scott's gonna be there. Final Boss is gonna be there. So, and it's gonna be more people that's gonna be coming out. Damn, they should call it a bloodline match once the ref go down. But like I said earlier, I want my man Cody to win, but I think John Cena is gonna get that 17th right here at WrestleMania 41, and I think my boy Matt agree.
Absolutely, I think so. 17's coming home. Cena's getting that belt again, and he's leaving.
Pulling the CM Punk on y'all ass. Oh my gosh, I don't want to spoil, but something amazing just happened in the Andre Battle Royal on SmackDown. I'm happy as fuck.
I mean, wait, this is coming out after SmackDown, so can we say it? I mean,
this is releasing after SmackDown. You're right. So our boy Carmelo Hayes just won the Andre Giant Battle Royal, bro. Shout out my dog Melo. In the last three, Melo, Andrade, and Rey Fenix, and that bro. Yeah. Why is the greatest luchador of all time, El Grande Americano, here? Why is he here?
All right, bro. Whatever. But Melo and Andrade just had the best final segment in an Andre the Giant Battle Royal ever. They just cooked. Melo is him. He's Mr. Andre. Well, what is it called? Mr. Andre Giant Battle Royal.
Hey, you get to come out next. You get to come out tomorrow and just flex his shit like Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh, dude, that was so awesome. That was so sad. Why did they do that?
They did my man's Bobby Lashley so bogus at 39, bro. But hey, that man is over there. He hurt people. He hurt people.
Oh, wait till we do our first AEW cover. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh yeah. We fuck with the what do you call it? We fuck with the hurt, yeah, we fuck with the hurt syndicate. We big hurt syndicate and to get people over here. But any last thought? You want to go over our picks one more last time before we end it?
Yep, for the entire show. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So the opening match, of course, is the women's triple threat. I have Io Sky taking that matchup.
I got Rhea Ripley.
And then after that, we had the Penta Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way. I have my boy Dirty Dom.
No, we going with Dirty Dom, and if you pin Finn, you will win.
You get extra points. We have a phenomenal one, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, and I have my boy AJ Styles walking out the winner.
I got Logan Paul, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why we don't like you around here. But then we got the women's tag team championship. We have Liv and Raquel defending against Lyra and Bailey.
Taking Liv and
I
Raquel.
have same. Then after that, we have the Randy Orton Open Mystery Challenge. After seeing what I just seen, I don't think it is Ray Phoenix. So I'm going back to Solo losing in 15 seconds.
I don't know who it's gonna be after I just seen that. It's definitely not gonna be Ray Phoenix now. But Randy is winning regardless. If it's Solo, I'm not gonna say I won't enjoy the match. If it is a 15-second RKO, just get up out of there. I will be laughing my ass off. I will not have a problem with it. And I also wouldn't have a problem if they put on a little 10-minute match where, Solo gets his shit off and looks like he's in control and Randy Orton do his little comeback and end it. So, but we got Randy Orton taking that one.
I mean, yeah, that's cool, but a 15-second match would be really
Way
cool.
better. Yeah, that'd be better.
Get the RKO done. Then we got the Sin City Street Fight. I'm taking my boy Drew McIntyre.
Yes, sir. Drew McIntyre, hater of the year. Give him to me.
And then the final match of WrestleMania weekend, of course, is I know they say this every year, but I could easily argue and see the argument that this is the biggest WrestleMania main event of modern times. It is, of course, the franchise, the 16-time world champion, John Cena, versus the current quarterback and current franchise of WWE, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And I know 17 is coming home to Sunday night. I was going to say tomorrow, but we're filming this on Friday.
Yeah, Sunday night. John, I love you, Raheem. Love you. That's my boy. I love Cody Rhodes, but John Cena is reclaiming his 17th on Sunday. He's getting his title back, his OG title. That it was his. It wasn't his originally, but he probably is turning it back to the spinner. You think he'll turn it back to the spinner?
I wish keep the big ass metal plate they have now and make that thing spin. That'd be cool.
Bro, oh my god, that would actually be dope as fuck. That big ass thing just spinning, that would actually be fire.
I mean, that's what I would do. They can do a lot, but that's what I'm doing if I'm them.
Any last thoughts we give to the people, man, before we get up out of here? We're gonna go watch some SmackDown. It's getting good now.
We're gonna watch some SmackDown. Love each other, of course. Be nice to each other.
Teach peace.
Teach peace. Follow our social media for MTM, or not MTM, MnM GRAPS podcast on Twitter. Follow that, or X, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. We soon will have a pod schedule because, I haven't ran this fast with my co-host. We might have a secondary show that maybe I'll host alone. Who knows? We'll run that by and we'll discuss that. But maybe, we're just trying to get these things started out. So if it's not the best quality or it seems like we're stumbling over words or we're lost, we just want this to feel authentic and real. We don't want it to feel over dramatic or over.
I don't make a lot of edits on these. I promise you I don't.
Because, that's the best way for you guys to understand how we feel about professional wrestling. Mm-hmm. So, that's all I got to say. Enjoy Mania when you watch. We're going to go live on Twitch at Black Mike 27, correct? Is that the number?
Yeah, Black Mike 27. I'll be live during Mania Night 1 and Night 2. We'll be doing our little TTW draft for our EFED as well as doing the reactions. Obviously, you won't be able to see Mania on the screen because I don't want to get copyrighted, but you will be hearing it and you'll just hear my loud, crazy-ass reactions as well as the people I'm in the party with. We're going to be doing a little watch-along together, and then right after that, we're doing a live podcast of our reactions of each match.
For Mania and Stand and Deliver. So make sure you're there early if you have time before Mania that you're there, because we're going to do a live pod for Stand and Deliver where we're going to go over each match, how we felt about them, if the right winner won, all that stuff. But we also probably answer questions from the chat and see what the chat thought about each match. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Please be there.
Show up. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be hella fun. But we appreciate y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed this podcast and enjoyed our predictions. Hopefully y'all agree with some of us. Hopefully y'all disagree with some of us too. Just so you can have a different set of ideas of who you think go in and how these matches gonna go. Because I thought me and Matt would have been more similar on some of these, and I'm kind of glad that we had different ideas because I liked his thought process on some of the winners he had. So this was a great pod. I really liked this one. This one was like,
No, that was fun.
yeah.
I was worried about night 2 because I thought night 1 we did a tremendous job. I was kind of worried about night 2, but I think everyone who listens to this, if you got this far, I think you'll enjoy it. So
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it for sure. Well, we appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. This will be out after SmackDown. And shit, we'll see you tomorrow. Stand and Deliver. Review.
Yes, sir.
Live on Twitch. Black Mike 27.
Be there.
Or B Square. Peace.